Hello everyone, welcome back to Wireless Sensors and Networks. Today we are going to discuss about design issues of MAC protocols for ad hoc network and goals of MAC protocols for ad hoc network. MAC, the acronym is Medium Access Control Protocol. In ad hoc networks, nodes uses a shared common broadcast radio channel because bandwidth availability of the network is limited. Access to the shared medium should be controlled in such a way that all the nodes must be shared equally and the available bandwidth must be utilized efficiently. Therefore, a set of protocols are required for controlled access to the shared medium in ad hoc network. MAC protocol is such one protocol. It plays important role for resolving conflicts among the different nodes for accessing the channel within the network. While designing the MAC protocols for the ad hoc network, we have to face a few challenges and we need to overcome from the few issues. The design issues of MAC protocols are bandwidth efficiency, quality of service, synchronization, hidden node and exposure node terminal problem, error-prone shared broadcast channel, distributed nature or lack of central coordination, and mobility of nodes. Bandwidth efficiency. Ad hoc network uses radio spectrum is limited. Therefore, available bandwidth is also limited. So, the MAC protocols are designed in such a way that the scarcity of bandwidth must be utilized in an efficient manner and control of overhead involved must be kept as minimum as possible. The bandwidth efficiency can be defined as it is the ratio of bandwidth used for actual data transmission to the total available bandwidth. Next, quality of service. Due to the inherent nature of ad hoc network, where the nodes are usually mobile most of the times, that is, nodes have the mobility nature, they are moving from one place to another place. In such applications, providing quality of service to those data sessions is very high in such applications. So, the bandwidth reservation made at one point of time may become invalid once the node is moving out of the region where the reservation was made. So, the MAC protocols are designed in such a way that the network should provide high quality of service. The quality of service is essential for time critical applications such as military applications. Next, synchronization. MAC protocols must be considered into the account for synchronization between the nodes. Synchronization plays very important role for bandwidth reservation. Exchanging of control packets may require for achieving time synchronization among the nodes. The control packets must be designed in such a way that it doesn't consume too much of network bandwidth utilization. Next, hidden node exposure node terminal problem. Coming to the hidden node terminal problem, it refers as collision of data packets at the receiving node due to the simultaneous transmission of nodes that are not within the direct transmission range of senders but are within the direct range of receiver. Just look at the example for this. Let us consider the three nodes S1, S2 and R. Okay, and R is the direct range of S1, similarly R is the direct range of S2. Okay, and S1 is don't have about the S2 and S2 is also don't have about the S1, means S1 and S2 are hidden to each other, means S1 don't have about the transmissions of S2 and S2 is also don't have about the transmissions of S1, but these two are within the direct transmission range of R1 or R. Okay, if S1 is sending the information and the same time if S2 also sending the information to the same point R, okay, here R is a receiver, it is going to receive the two different packets from the two different senders. In that case there might be a probability of getting the collision at point R. In that case whatever the information received by the R, that is useless, means it doesn't have any meaning. This type of problem is referred as hidden node terminal problem. Once again look at this. Okay, so there are the two different nodes and these two are not within the direct range of receiver, that is one more node. Okay, and S1 S2 are continuously sending the information to the receiving node R. Here there is a colliding of data packets occur because of two simultaneous data packets are transmitted from two different senders which are not in the direct range directly. These two are within the direct range of receiver, so the colliding of data packets at R. This problem is referred as hidden node terminal problem. Okay, next, exposure node terminal problem. It is referred as the inability of a node which is blocked due to the transmission by a nearby transmitting node to transmit it to the another node. Okay, just look at this example. I'm going to explain this exposure node terminal problem. Let us consider the four nodes S1 and R1, S2 and R2. Okay, and R1 is within the direct range of S2 and it is also within direct range of S1. Similarly, S2 is within direct range of S2 and similarly to the S1. Now here we have a data transmission from S1 to R1, means these two are in progression. In the same time, and the S2 want to transfer the information to R2. Okay, so the data transmission from S2 to R2 which is blocked due to the data progression of S1 to R1. Simply, whatever the transmission from S2 to R2, that is blocked by S1 which is already in transmission to R1, means S1 is sending the data packet to R1. This problem is referred as exposure terminal problem. Once again look at this. So if S1 is in already progression with R1, means it is transferring the information. On the same time, S2 want to transfer the information to R2. Okay, and the transmission is blocked by the S1 because it is already within the transmission. This problem is referred as exposure node terminal problem. Next, we are going to discuss about error prone shared broadcast channel. MAC protocols are designed in such a way that the broadcast nature of radio channel, that is, transmission made by a node or received by all the nodes within the direct transmission range. And when a node is receiving the data, no other node in its neighborhood apart from the sender. And a node get access to the shared medium only when the transmission do not affect any ongoing sessions. Next, multiple nodes make content for the channel for some time. Okay, once again, in ad hoc network, multi-nodes make content for the channel simultaneously for sharing the data. In such cases, the probability of packet collision occurs is very high. Therefore, the MAC protocol is designed in such a way that the channel access to the nodes must be minimized and as well as packet collision also minimized. The MAC protocols must be designed in such a way that all the nodes are treated fairly, that means equally, with respect to the bandwidth allocation. And the next issue is distributed nature or lack of central coordination. Ad hoc network do not have a centralized coordinator as nodes are keep moving on continuously. Therefore, nodes must be scheduled in a distributed fashion for gaining access to the channel. This may require exchange of control information. The MAC protocols are make sure that additional overhead in terms of bandwidth consumption incurred due to this control information exchange is not very high. And the next one is mobility. Okay, so this is the important factor that affecting the performance of a protocol. In ad hoc networks, nodes are the mobility nature. That means they are moving from one place to another place within the network. Therefore, bandwidth reservation made and the control information exchanged by end up in an end no use if the mobility is very high. In these cases, the MAC protocols are designed in such a way that okay, so the mobility, if the mobility is occurred and as well as the performance cannot be degraded to the certain level in such a way that we need to design. Okay, why? Because in this case the MAC protocol has no role to play in influencing the mobility of the nodes. Therefore, MAC protocols take into consideration of the mobility factor so that the performance of the system cannot significantly affect due to the mobility. Okay, in such a way that we need to design these MAC protocols. Next, what are the design goals of MAC protocols? So okay, so far we discussed about the design issues of MAC protocols. Next, okay, once these protocols are once these design protocols of a MAC are adapted to the network, the goals are the protocol should be provide high quality of service and access delay, which refers to the average delay experienced by any packet to get transmitted, must be kept as low. The available bandwidth must be utilized in an efficient manner. The protocol ensures fair allocation. That means the protocol must be treated, all the nodes must be equally for sharing the bandwidth. The protocol should be minimize the effect of hidden node and exposure node terminal problem. The protocol must be scalable to the network. That means with respect of the nodes and with respect of the area, the protocol must be scalable. Okay, it support all the sensor nodes and as well as its support to the any type of topology if is required. And one more aim is synchronization among the nodes is very important in the bandwidth reservation factor. Okay, so these are the design goals of MAC protocols. What we discussed in this lecture is we discussed about design issues of MAC protocols like bandwidth efficiency, quality of service, synchronization, hidden node and exposed node terminal problem, error prone shared broadcast channel, lack of central coordinations and mobility. And finally we discussed about design goals of MAC protocols for ad hoc network. Thank you.